So here we go. I felt like I had to react to this. Um, it's Lions-Cowboys ending. NFL Countdown reacts, and I'm gonna react to the reaction. I just feel like I have to on this one. Um, so let's see. It talks about Rex Ryan's, Randy Moss, and Adam Schefter. They all give their opinions. So let's see what they say, man. First of all, I want to say we all know it was completely like this title says. It was a complete botched call. We all know that. I mean, we watched. You could disagree and say no. I've had Lions fans in my on my comment section on TikTok and everything talking about how it was the right call. No, it wasn't. Okay, you had 70 who was reporting most of the game. He was reporting as eligible few times during the game. Number 68 was Decker. He hadn't reported eligible at all that game. That was his first time reporting eligible. And this was a design call. You know, each team has certain 2-point conversion calls and fourth down and goal calls that they'll try to run as a trick play. And they have to go over that with the ref before the game starts. So Dan Campbell went over all these plays with the ref before the game. Telling them, and Mike McCarthy would have done the same thing if he had any. Telling them, what play would be ran, who would be eligible on the play, so on and so forth. Now, Decker would have still had to report, but you could clearly see in the video that he did. He walks right up to the ref. Yeah, he walks up there with number 70 and then with another offensive lineman. I think it was Penny Swell, but he walked up with those guys because if you walk up by yourself and flash your jersey, when you report, you don't have to say nothing. It's not, you don't say anything. You just have to like flash your jersey with your hands, basically showing them, hey, I'm eligible on this play, man. Right? So if you go up there by yourself, the Cowboys are going to sit there and know who's going to get the ball. That's stupid. You don't have to do jumping jacks like one guy I heard say. None of that stuff. It's pretty simple the way it works, and I don't understand. I mean, in the video, Brad Allen for some reason walks away from him and doesn't even pay attention. Basically, assumes that 70 is going to report. 70 never reported. You watch the video and see he never reported, but he basically assumes that 70 is going to report because he's been reporting all day. But you can't assume that just because something's happened like that the whole game. You can't just assume that's what's going to happen on this time. You know what I mean? So I mean, let's watch this.
Quote, number 68, who ended up going downfield and touching the pass, did not report. Therefore, he is ineligible touching a pass that goes beyond the line, which makes it a foul. So the issue is number 70 did report, number 68 did not. Here's our officiating analyst, John Perry, to clarify the situation.
What an ending in Dallas. Detroit has a 2-point game-winning conversion taken off the board for a substitution, a reporting violation. Number 68 thinks that he's got the attention of the referee, Brad Allen, but Brad Allen is focused on number 70. Based on Brad's mechanics,
see, what's up? Who are you looking at right here, bro? Who are you looking at right here? Dan Skipper is coming in because he's trying to fool the Cowboy. He's running up because the Cowboys are going to think, oh, he's running up. He's been reporting something through the game. Oh, he's probably going to get the ball in this play. So he's running up basically to fake them out. Then you got these two guys. He's basically blocking this dude. So they can't really see if one of these are reporting, which is smart. I mean, it's a trick play. It's designed to be a trick play. It's not supposed to be obvious. So the Lions did everything they were supposed to do. Goff sent Decker. He's watching him right here to make sure he's reporting. I mean, the Lions did everything right. The players did everything that they were supposed to do. And the referee just totally botched the call, blew his assignment. Total screw up.
But Brad Allen is focused on number 70. Based on Brad's mechanics, we don't think he ever recognized Decker, number 68, as ineligible. In this case, and based on the formation that they used, number 68, number 1, is an ineligible at the end of the line.
See, and tell me why
they used
if 68's on the outside right here, 70's right here. Why would 70 line up right here? Why would Skipper line up right here if he's trying to be eligible? So as a ref, should be seeing that anyway.
Number 68, number 1, is an ineligible at the end of the line. That's a legal formation. Number 1 is an ineligible at the end of the line. That's a legal formation. Ineligible downfield on a pass. And ineligible to touch the pass first. And here was Brad Allen's microphone work with the call.
It was illegal touching by number 68.
Stupid call, bro.
Of course, Dan Campbell, they practiced this play all season. They were ready for this play. He cannot believe that Brad Allen did not recognize number 68 as well as number 70. The key here is, keep in mind, number 68 owns the eligibility reporting. He needed to take the time to get to Brad Allen with a little bit more, making sure that Brad did recognize that he was going to play as a tight end.
Thanks, John, for that. Rex, I'm just curious from your perspective. Do you think Brad Allen made the right call in this position?
No, 100%. He absolutely missed it. 100% he missed it. And would we please stop blaming the players? The players did exactly what they were supposed to do. Every one of them, right from Jared Goff going over and telling Decker, go report. He went right over there and reported with that nod of the official. I think the official assumed 70 was because he was reporting all day. That's a plan, by the way. But where Dan Campbell failed is that he assumed that the official would have got it right. Why? Because he went over it specifically before the game. That's what you do. The officials come in, you go over every trick play scenario and all that stuff with the officials before the game.
So he actually tells the official, we have a play where we're throwing it to Decker and number 68, and he's going to report.
Yes, and there's a grease board, and you literally will draw the play up exactly how it is. I guarantee you, he drew up the fake punt as well. Okay, that the officials got right. And you know what? This is a huge mistake. But the thing that bothers me the most is that we're putting blame on the players. Stop. The players did everything right. So quit blaming, quit covering somebody's butt. And tell it the way it is. Be a man and take responsibility. It's BS. And this thing right here, it's just a game. Yeah, it's a game that may very well cost them the second seed, certainly, and possibly the first seed. And that is a huge difference having to play on the road instead of playing at home. And to me, it's...
I mean, this guy's got a point, bro. Rex has got a huge point. You cost him the number 2 seed, more than likely. And like he said, possibly the first seed, bro. So now, if the Cowboys and the Lions meet up again, guess where they're going to be playing? AT&T. Guess where they would have played if they would have got this call right, assuming the Lions could have held on another 20 seconds and won the game. They'd be playing at Ford Field. That makes a total difference, man. So it's not just a game, bro.
John Perry, to me, is one of the best officials of all time. Okay, we're lucky to have here. The guy's great. And in his eyes, he sees it a different way than I see it, and so be it. I'm telling you right now, as a football coach, I know exactly what the hell happened.
Let me ask you this. Why would 70 and Penei Sewell be up there right next to him? Wait, you said that's the plan. Why would that be the plan for all three?
Because it's a trick play, bro.
Somebody else's could be reporting, right? Why not just send 68?
That's what you do when you have
because it's a trick play. You're trying to trick somebody, bro. You send one person, it's not a trick play anymore. Everybody knows who's getting the ball. Everybody knows who's designed, who that play is designed for. You send more than one, you send 2 or 3 people, you keep them on their toes. You keep the suspense growing, bro. It's a trick play.
When you bring an extra line,
Not trying to tell them exactly what you're doing.
Going to be eligible. No. And that's why you come
Look,
in there,
right here, man. Right here, man. Goff telling the boy, man, I can't. This stuff gets me fired up, bro. Goff literally telling the dude, Decker, go report, bro. He's telling him. And look, he's going to report, pointing to the ref. There he goes. He's going to report. Little did he know the ref ain't paying attention to him. So that's his fault? The ref didn't pay attention, bro? That's his fault. Come on now. If I'm out driving on the street, but I ain't paying attention, somebody pulls out and I hit him, bro. Whose fault is it? Mine, because I didn't pay attention, bro. You don't say, oh, that's their fault. Too bad. Nah, bro. Come on,
You
bro.
don't need to announce it.
That's not ref's fault.
The defense and
Brad Allen, I'm glad they ain't in no
say,
playoff
well,
games. Don't
you
deserve
know,
to ever
this is just
ref
a
a game
common
again, bro.
practice that you
Cost
do.
some people
And the thing
seas in the
that drives me
playoffs.
absolutely crazy is, and I get it. I think the guys, the referees, is a human being. He made a mistake. All right, you're seeing a 6'9" guy.
Exactly. That's all I want. Exactly. That's all I want, bro. You made a mistake. Just own up to it. And I want some sort of consequences for these refs when they keep blowing games for people. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my team. I don't care if it's somebody else's team. The Niners, the Cowboys, the Seahawks, the Chargers, whoever it is, man. When they blow a game for a team at the end of a game or something, and that's the way the game ends, and they completely blow it, then they need some sort of consequences, bro. It's just like when the Rams and the Saints played. The Rams had an obvious pass interference call, and they said no call. They didn't throw a flag, and it cost the Saints potentially moving on, man. So there needs to be some sort of consequences, and I want you to own up to it, bro. Stop making excuses.
All right,
He's
a
right
big
in front
tackle,
of
a
you.
6'9" guy is right in front of you. All right, but you didn't notice his jersey number. You assumed it was 70. And when you assume, you make a you-know-what out of you and me, and that's exactly what happened. And unfortunately, and by the way, this game was over. They had one timeout, not 3 timeouts that was reported. They had 1 timeout left. There's no way, unless that Dallas they got a great kicker. But unless they have Gus the kicking mule, that game was over.
And John Perry sees that also as an illegal formation.
Well, just
Well, it is
based off
illegal
based off
formation,
of Brad Allen's.
The lack of reporting. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, I totally agree with you, Rex. He assumed it. They've been running 70 in all game. They've been doing this with an extra O lineman, and he's the one reporting, and they're setting this up. He ran out on that play. Obviously, this is the curveball to it, right? Like, this is the play they had set up the entire game for this moment, and they got it dialed up. And Brad Allen, as 70 trots on the field, assumes he's going to report again. He doesn't even see 68 in his face, runs over. I mean, we saw the entire mechanic. Clearly botched in this case, right?
How on edge are officials since the Kadarius Toney thing? Really, must they be? I mean, just having to get things right, and then now it's like, if you don't come up to my face and you tell me and get my attention, it's not going to get called. So things have to change here now, because I have seen, I mean, I've been on like field goal block teams where we see people on and they have to, and all they'll do, I mean, that official will be 20 yards away.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Quick little this, you got me, boom, and they just go. We don't have
Exactly. Thank you, bro. Exactly. That's all you got to do. You don't have to stand in front of him and do jumping. You're right in his face already, bro. You don't have to stand in front of him and do jumper jacks. You don't have to get down on your knees and say, "Hey, you're paying attention to me, bro." Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Listen to what this dude just said, bro. It's all you got to do.
And all they'll do, I mean, that official will be 20 yards away.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Quick little this, you got me, boom, and they just go. They don't have to go up to their face, but now it's going to be like you got me? I am eligible.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah.
It's almost, that's what it has to be now, because they were right in front of him, Sam. Why else would they go right in front of the official? I don't need you for anything except to do this.
Yeah.
And usually you've gotten this in the past. That's all I need to do.
It's a botched call. You know, for the Detroit Lions fans, us as analysts, to sit up here and keep, bashing the referees, there is nothing going to change. What I really want to talk about is what I saw in the game prior to the play. You heard me, Sam, talking about outside. Jared Goff threw some balls, and they were, as a professional quarterback, should have been completed. But what? They were incomplete the last play, the interception. So with 31 attempts, 34 attempts and 19 completions, that's not going to be good enough going forward. I remember last year, I asked you guys, wasn't Detroit one of the hottest teams last year at this time going into the month of December? Yes. And I still think that Detroit's still going, something like this will be able to fuel the Detroit Lions. But going forward, better play coming from Jared Goff.
Let me say this about these two coaches, too. These things just aren't changing here. I mean, you talk about clock management with Mike McCarthy and the way that he threw the ball carelessly rather than running the football to take more time off of the clock. That's one. And also, Dan Campbell, I love this guy so much because it's like, I mean, this is man, so aggressive, so passionate and everything. But listen, you tell your guys, we're going to go down and score, and then boom, we're going for 2. Cool. That doesn't work. You're backed up 5. And I'm like, kick it. I'm watching it. Just kick it then. And then let's play the game. But it's almost like he reacted emotionally. All right. And go.
And I will agree with that. I'll agree with that too, man. After the call, even though we all know it was botched or whatever, Dan Campbell probably was he felt a little way, and he's like, okay, well, I'm still gonna go win it anyway. Then after the second time, he got a penalty. Okay, that helps me even more. Now I'm really gonna win it, and then you didn't get it, man. So, and that was a bad throw by Jared Goff. I'll own up to that, and I'll admit to that. Those last 2 times we went for it, we should have went for it. The first time we should have had it then. The ref should have got the call right. We should have had it then. But after that, you know, it is what it is. You got to finish out the game. You could be mad about it, but there needs to be some sort of consequence. But you still got to play the game right there and finish it out, man. It ain't gonna pause until they figure everything out, until they consequence them or whatever. So shouldn't have went for it. Should have just kicked it, went to overtime, and played on from there. You know, it gave you a better result than what happened here. It at least would have gave you a fighting chance to keep on fighting and win the game.
Forward, I mean, those emotions have to taper down just a little bit with some of the those important decisions he's going to have to make.
I agree with that.
I'm shaking my head because I just don't see it happening. If you saw him crumpling up the paper at the end that we showed, saying, I don't want to talk about, he is just an emotional guy through and through, and you get the good and the bad that comes with that. Let's bring in Adam Schefter for more on this one. What do you have for us, Adam?
Well, Sam, this has generated an awful lot of reaction around the league, as you might expect. And I think teams have found fault with both sides here. They think that the Lions tried to trick the Cowboys and instead tricked the officials by sending 3 offensive linemen over to the official when they say that only 1 lineman should have been reporting. And then the officials...
Yeah, but then that takes away the whole trick out of it, bro.
Did miss the call. Brad Allen got the wrong player reporting, and that's been a continuation of a string of high-profile misses from the Brad Allen crew this year. You remember earlier in the year, there was the pass interference with Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That was not called. The same Brad Allen crew in this game where the Packer defensive back goes over his shoulder. There was a pass interference call in Atlanta with the Saints. That was not called when clearly it was pass interference and it influenced that game. This is a roughing the passer penalty where Zadarius Smith was fined, but it was not called. And there's one thread that ties together all those calls. It is the same Brad Allen crew.
So, man, they messing everything up, man. Listen to that again, bro. Listen to all this stuff that this Brad Allen crew missed, bro. Yeah, y'all ain't officiating the playoffs, bro. Y'all are done with that stuff, man. Y'all officiate the preseason. That's about the only thing that I'd be having y'all officiate.
Pass interference with Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That was not called. The same Brad Allen crew in this game.
Look at that. Look at that. You didn't call that, bro. You didn't call that pass interference, bro. I remember that, bro. I sort of remember that. I didn't really watch this game, but that's wild. I heard something about that.
Defensive back goes over his shoulder. There was a pass interference call in Atlanta with the Saints. That was not called.
Oh my.
It was pass interference and it influenced that game. This is a roughing the passer penalty where Zadarius Smith was fined, but it was not called. And there's one thread that ties together all those calls.
My gosh.
Was fined, but it was not called. And there's one thread that...
So that dude got fined, bro. The NFL thought it was bad enough to fine him, but you didn't call the flag on him. Come on, bro. He clearly could have stopped, bro. Look at him.
Was fined, but it was not called. And there's one thread that ties together.
My gosh.
It is the same Brad Allen.
Yeah, y'all are done, bro.
Time and time again. Now, you will see mixed crews in the postseason, but clearly this crew will be downgraded. And it will be a surprise to see some of them reach the postseason, but that's a decision that the league will have to reach. There still will be plenty of fallout from a decision that now very likely will influence how the NFC seeds are laid out. And in the second round, because Detroit right now seems locked into the 3rd seed, last night's call could mean that the Lions in the divisional playoff round will be playing at the NFC East winner rather than hosting that divisional playoff game.
Yeah, and that sucks, bro. Listen here, bro. Listen closely, NFL. Listen closely, Roger Goodell, bro. Do not let these dudes whoever it is, dudes, girls, whatever, whoever's on that officiating team for Brad Allen, who done those games, don't let him in the playoffs, bro. Don't. Because you're going to end up costing somebody to move on. It's going to be a close game. 49ers or Cowboys or something. It's going to be a close game. And then we're going to have a stupid call that pretty much decides the game. And we don't need the playoff games to be decided by refs. We need them to be decided by the players on the field and how they play and the coaching. So don't let this crew in the playoffs, bro. I wouldn't even put them in the regular season anymore. Because, yeah, the regular season are games, but they're games that can end up deciding seedings. I might put this crew in the preseason just to fill spots, but that's about it, bro. I mean, that's all them calls. I didn't know they missed all them calls, bro. I didn't know they missed all them calls. That's crazy, bro. It seems like there's some sort of favoritism going or something, bro. Because either that or you're blind. Because, I mean, anybody can sit here and watch that and you see the pass interference on Valdez-Scantling, see the rough of the passer. I mean, I don't know how better your vision got to be to see that, bro.
It's a huge deal, Adam, and I think you
That's
said
crazy.
it well when you said they were trying to confuse the Cowboys and ended up confusing the official.
That's interesting there. With that, maybe that answers your question why Penei also went up there
Totally.
with
Oh, no
Baker,
doubt.
And then,
Yes.
it's like, so
For
you're on
sure.
defense. Like, which
There's
one?
no other reason. You're sending
worked out.
everybody
Yeah.
over.
Their fault.
I was about to say, y'all,
I'm just
Come
saying,
on.
but
I'm just
Come
saying
I
at
got
this point,
gamesmanship.
you said man up, right?
Absolutely.
Because here's the wild thing. Here's the wild thing, right? You see the scene right now, right? If Lions held on and win this game, they're 12-4. They would be in the number 1 seed right here. They'd be in the number 1 seed so far, before all these other games were played out. Yeah, Eagles already lost, so they're 11-5. They're 11-5, so they're tied now. The Cowboys win against the Commanders this week. It's over. They got the number 2 seed, so then they go from 5-2. So then they're over the Lions. So then if them and the Lions play again, they have to play at Dallas instead of the Lions having the number 2 and they play at the Lions. And that can make a huge difference, bro. Especially when you're playing at some of these places like the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Niners. They're hard to play in the playoffs. I mean, that's a total botch call, man.
Brad Allen, officials, man up.
all right.
And
We-
by the way, would you want to explain?
Why you smacked me in the face?
Yes.
He did punch him in the face last night. That was
Can we get I mean, what happened is when the incredible clock management by Mike McCarthy, as soon as he threw that incompletion, I'm like,
You stood up
Randy!
and
I'm like,
smacked me right in my
Randy,
face.
They just gave him a chance in this one. I smacked
just like
Randy
you
right in
said.
the face.
He wanted you to man up, Randy. Man up for Mike McCarthy.
So, I've said it 100 times. It ain't going to do no good for me to keep repeating it, bro. But don't put this crew in the playoffs, man. They already screwed the Lions up. Looks like they screwed a few other teams up, too. They don't deserve to be in the playoffs. At least not this year, bro.